In this video, we are going to discuss about Meta Andromeda update and what it means for us as marketers. I know we are a bit late to the party, but then I was literally testing it out. I have added here the most important things that you need to do if you want the Andromeda update to work in your favor. The first thing you have to understand is there is no rule in campaign structure anymore. I know a lot of people were discussing ABO, CBO, this BO, DBO, whatever. None of that matters anymore. Like a campaign structure now is only for you to organize stuff. If you are working with an advertiser and they sell tables and chairs, you want separate budget for tables and you want separate budget for chairs. You cannot segregate. This is a company policy. In that case, you can have two campaigns. We tested separate campaigns. We tested same campaigns. I think same campaigns work slightly better in most of the cases, but it doesn't even matter now. All the focus now has moved to ads. The second thing is creative signal is very important, and there's a way to verify it as well. Now, what it means is a lot of people say, oh, creative is the new targeting. To be honest with you, I asked a lot of people, what does that mean? Tell me as a layman. Nobody knows this. They just remember the line creative is the new targeting. Now, you have to understand one thing. Targeting, bidding strategy, campaign structure, all of that has been taken away from us marketers. These things don't really matter, and Meta handles it in a much better way. The only thing that is with us nowadays, what goes into the creative, what goes into the primary text, what goes into the video, or what hook or what static image to use. The signals you provide there are very, very important. Now, you don't have to stick to rules like primary text needs to be 4 lines. You don't have to look at aesthetics now. Oh, I just add 4 bullet points. It looks nice. Now you have to add that content. You have to feed Meta about your signals. And let me show you an example. This is one of the ads we are running to promote our courses. And if you see, our primary text here basically is focused on telling everything. More than audience, we're telling Meta that what this ad is about. And what we say in the video is important as well. Or if it's a static banner, what you say there is important as well. You don't have to just consider what will be liked by audience anymore. You have to keep in mind that you have to feed the data in Meta as well. Now, how you can check is basically now with this detailed one here, primary text, you see that when we say tailor variations to personas, Meta will automatically understand that who is it for. If it understands here, that means it understands your audience as well. See, for example, it's saying for ambitious digital marketers, this is what we will show. These are the variations. Then marketing career starters, this is what we'll show. Then it will show a variation for business owners. This is really our audience. Now, if you see here that Meta is able to understand who your audience is, you have to understand the creative signals are strong. I know it's overwhelming to decide what creative angles to test, what hooks to test for videos, and how to maintain creative diversity. But I have a good news. Check out this amazing guide called 50 Facebook ad examples that works and why. And you can get access to this guide completely for free from the link in the description below. This guide shows you 50 examples and explains why each of these ads was the best performing and why it worked. Each example includes detailed analysis of design choices, value propositions, and actionable insights on why they work. And my favorite part about this ebook is that it breaks down the psychology and the strategy that made each ad effective. And you will understand not just what works, but why it works, so you can test, learn, and scale your own winning campaigns. And by the end of this guide, you're certainly going to have so many ideas like I did. And we all know how important it is to have the ideas about the creatives, when that is the most important factor in a campaign success. And this guide is created by HubSpot Media, who is also sponsoring this video. So back to our next point. Don't be scared of creative diversity. In the old days, I remember having a lot of posts on LinkedIn that there was a model looking at the camera, there was a perfume here, and in another variation the model was looking at the perfume, and this was considered to be a variation. And some people will say, oh, I just created this A/B test, the model looking at the perfume gets more CTR. It's not considered to be creative diversity anymore. What creative diversity means now is you basically have to find different angles of your creative. Let me show you one example as well. So for example, this is a creative where we are promoting our programmatic ads course. Now if you see here, the primary text here, basically the angle we have is want to be among the top digital marketers. If we want to learn pinnacle skills or performance marketing, it'll definitely. So basically, we're targeting digital marketers and telling them, if you want to upskill, programmatic advertising is one good thing. Now, if you see here, this is one creative. See, we are finding very different angles here. Your digital marketing degree might be a complete waste. This is a super niche post, but even if it helps 5 people, I'll be more than happy. Over the weekend, I met 2 guys from India. So here we are targeting very niche audience who are doing masters in digital marketing, and they basically don't have industry knowledge, and then they look for jobs and they don't find it because they don't have real knowledge of media platforms, etc. How niche. In the old days, we would have to create a separate campaign for this, or at least ad group, then add specific targeting, and then blah, blah, blah. Now, no. All of these angles go in one campaign. And that is what Andromeda does. It finds that right audience. It knows who to find. Now, if you see, for example, we have 20, 25 creators in just one campaign, one ad set, all of them there, all of these angles. So that leads us to our next point, which is targeting does not mean anything. And I literally mean this. No matter how niche product you're selling, for example, digital marketing courses, programmatic advertising courses, how niche can it be than people doing masters in digital marketing? No targeting, and it's working. So that leads us to our fifth point, which is focus on data quality you feed to Meta. Now, Andromeda is data hungry. In one of the ad accounts, we basically just connected, because now you have a native integration in Meta ads. You can integrate your Google Analytics, and the results started getting crazy without major changes there. I'm yet to verify with other accounts, but it's just one account. Overall, focus on data quality. Do offline conversion tracking. I mean, with all the attribution reports, we see incremental purchases and 7-day, 1-day, 5-day clicks. When you look at the data, you see how much data is Meta collecting now back. I mean, we're just now getting better before it got worse. Sixth one is optimize at campaign level. What we saw at Senator Viran ads with all our clients. Now, most of the optimizations you have to do at campaign level. To be honest with you, now the most important optimization is selecting the right goal, optimizing campaign for the right optimization event. But still, when you're doing it, do it at campaign level. Don't be in a rush to see that, okay, I have 10 creatives, these 2 are not doing that great. Creatives have good CTRs, they have good this thing. Don't be in a rush to switch them off. Keep all the angles on, basically. Okay, you want to refresh the creative, you think, okay, it's not bringing any purchases, add one more, that's okay, but don't kill angles. That's what I mean. And don't look at cost per purchase and all those things at creative level. Move back towards campaign level. That's what we learned, and that's what we are doing. That's all for this video. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.